Hey guys, it's Luke Javersack with GS Luke DFS, bringing you my top 5 targets for February 25th's NBA slate on DraftKings. So, to begin, my first target for today is going to be Jokic. While Jokic isn't necessarily a surprising name, he's a name that makes a lot of sense tonight. He's coming in at a $10,400 price tag, which is actually really reasonable for someone like Jokic, who's typically priced right around $11,000 on DraftKings. A little bit of a discount tonight and a great matchup to boot. The Denver Nuggets tonight are going to be playing the Washington Wizards, which is a very, very high paced game. Vegas agrees with that with a 230 total, and I expect Jokic to be a big part of it. I have him projected for 63 fantasy points tonight, approaching that 6x marker that you're looking for to win a GPP, and I don't expect him to be chalk either. There's a lot of good spend up options tonight, a couple that we'll go over later on, but I'll have a lot of Jokic tonight. My second target for today is going to be Emmanuel Quickley of the New York Knicks. Quickley is a point guard. He's priced at $4,100 tonight, and I absolutely love the situation considering the injuries that the Knicks are expected to have tonight. Uh, Derrick Rose and Quickley are expected to take all of the minutes tonight, and that's because Elfrid Payton and Austin Rivers are expected to sit, and Elfrid Payton and Austin Rivers aren't amazing players, but they do soak up a lot of minutes for that New York Knicks team. Emmanuel Quickley should see 24, maybe even 25 minutes plus in this game, and he's averaged over a fantasy point per minute. At that rate, I have him projected for 26 fantasy points, well exceeding 6x value, and he's a smash play for me today. And at an expected ownership of 35%, I expect to be at least double the field. He's a great play tonight for me. My third play for tonight is going to be DJ Augustin. Also another point guard, also another value play, but one that makes sense. Coming in at the same price as Quickley at $4,100, I have him projected at just 24.5 fantasy points. His role with the Milwaukee Bucks hasn't been quite as exciting as Emmanuel Quickley, averaging just 0.78 fantasy points per minute, but he's seen a very steady dose of minutes. DJ Augustin has seen 26 plus minutes in the last 8 plus games, and I expect that to continue here tonight. He also has less ownership than Emmanuel Quickley, so he could be a good leverage play there. My fourth target for today is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal of the Washington Wizards, actually on the other side of that Nikola Jokic game. Bradley Beal is a shooting guard, which helps his status tonight as there aren't that many elite shooting guards. And he comes in at a discounted price, just like Jokic, which doesn't really make sense to me. He comes in at $9,200. Normally he's priced right around $10,000. And at a projection that's very reasonable at 52 points, that's again almost approaching that 6x value that can take down a big tournament. He comes in at even lower expected ownership at 7%, which makes him a great run back spot when you're going after someone like Jokic, or even on his own, considering that Jokic is also very expensive. My last play for today is Julius Randle of the New York Knicks. I really like the Knicks tonight, and I also do like that Denver versus the Wizards game. But Julius Randle is coming in at $9,100, so you are going to have to spend up to get him, but he does come with immense upside. Julius Randle has gone for over 50 fantasy points in over half of his games this year, which is outrageous. He's put up 60 fantasy points 10 times, but he has had a lot of games with less than 30 fantasy points. So with Julius Randle, you're either going to get a huge game or you're going to get a game where you wish you don't have him. In a grand prize pool, one of those big tournaments, that's exactly what you're looking for. Someone that has that high upside, and at 5% expected ownership, you don't really need that much of him to get over the field. I expect to have sprinkles of Julius Randle here and there with that high upside to potentially pay it off. Those are my 5 targets for today, guys, and good luck tonight.